This video is all about connections and the API behind it for Time to Emphasize, the web app for time tracking receive activities. If I add this connection, then with the same URL but with API at the back, we receive the Swagger UI, and there we see the endpoints which are available to manipulate the objects of the time tracking. At the top, we see SSE, which stands for server-side events. And first of all, I'm going to show how these function. Posting server-side events can be tried out on the Swagger UI, and there are predefined examples, which can just be sent like this. So first of all, we're going to push, placing the pawn. Now we can also add an info to the timeline at the top. There we are. And we can take the pawn off the field also by executing just this example. The other endpoints below the SSE section are simple get endpoints, and they do exactly the same. Now I'm going to demonstrate how SSE works with listening. You've got the sending endpoint, and then you've got the listening endpoint. The sending endpoint requests data, which is then retrieved on the listening endpoint. The listening endpoint kind of keeps the connection open for 10 seconds. And when events come in, they can be already consumed. In the Swagger UI, we don't see this. We only see the result after 10 seconds. And there we are. The storage connection has further endpoints, which give feedback on the situation of the time tracking objects. You can get, for example, the layout at a certain time. And you can get an overview of the dates where there are events. You can get the events in detail for a certain time range. You can also get the report, which is very similar to the report in the web app for a certain time granularity. The speciality of the storage is that the posts go to another URL, to another server. And now last but not least, I'm going to show how you can manipulate the layout through the API. I'm going to change the field eat into meals. And there we are. Emphasize the E, that's the starting point.